What's up, everybody? I'm Sydnee Goodman, and in today's Daily Fix, GameStop hobbles onward, more Black Myth Wukong deets, and PUBG Mobile experts Powerbang and Rolex will talk about PUBG Mobile's combat improvements. Roll the thing. Times are tough, and we keep hearing about GameStop's impending bankruptcy. They're closing stores. They have plans to make retro gaming storefronts where gamers can gather. Gathering becomes deadly. They're closing more stores. Today is no different. In a recent investor call, GameStop announced it will close around 100 more stores than previously planned, which increases the number of store closures to between 400 and 450. Previously, it had planned to close around 300 stores, but the number has increased since the March brief, and GameStop CFO Jim Bell hinted store closures will continue into 2021. In total, there are more than 5,000 GameStops. Wow. Yet even with plenty of GameStops left to visit, we must ask ourselves, how is GameStop still a thing? We've been reading about GameStop's bankruptcy and store closures for what feels like many years now. Is it inevitable or overblown? Don't worry, that was a rhetorical question. I have the answer. Amidst the gloom, GameStop has seen online sales increase by 800%, which is a very large number, but also kind of reminds me of when you first enter the job force and you're stretching to make that resume look nice. So you list an increase of 1 customer to 10 customers as a 1000% increase. Don't worry, I've done this too. Anyway, even though the online sales increase was a big number, it was less than analyst expectations. But GameStop is still considering itself in a financial recovery period and points to next-gen console hype and those online sales increases earlier as signs of hope. Only time will tell, but being a brick and mortar game store in 2020 cannot be easy. And about those online sales, I have to ask, who in the world is typing GameStop.com when they want to buy digital copies of games? If that's you, show yourself. Let me know in the comments. A month or so ago, Black Myth Wukong came out of nowhere with its first trailer that absolutely wowed folks and left people saying, this looks rad, but what in the world is it? Well, thanks to our very own IGN China, we now have some answers. They visited Black Myth's developer Game Science for an exclusive set of interviews, and we learned a whole lot more about the game, which I will present to you, rapid fire style. Pew, 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 pew. It's been in development for 2 years so far, and Game Science is aiming for more than 15 hours of playtime. The team plans on including over 100 enemy types in the final game. Cool! The game itself is designed to be a gritty take on Journey to the West and feature a more complex, dark version of the tale of son Wukong, Monkey King escorting a monk with a sacred scroll. The trailer shows us 3 different monkeys, and players will have to wait to find out which one is the real Wukong. And Black Myth Wukong is the first of 3 planned Black Myth games, with each game drawing on different Chinese tales. Co-founder Feng Ji wants to create a Black Myth universe similar to what Marvel's done with the MCU. Hopefully these facts are enough to tie you over, because the team is aiming to release Black Myth Wukong no less than 3 years from now. But since right now time is meaningless, it'll be here before we know it. And now let's check in with PUBG Mobile expert Powerbang, who's got the scoop on PUBG Mobile's combat improvements.
Thanks, Sid. Some tremendous combat improvements have been made in PUBG Mobile's New Era update, and who better to tell you about those than former pro Rolex.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Rolex, and today we'll be talking about the combat improvements for the newest update for PUBG Mobile, one of which is the Tommy gun now has a faster rate of fire, and it can now equip a red dot and a holographic scope. Another gun that has much improved is the UMP-45. The UMP's bullets rate of fire has increased, they fly faster, and they do more damage. The DBS shotgun used to be a crate-only weapon, but now it can be found anywhere in the world. There's lots of subtle combat improvements, such as better transitions from crouching to standing. Gyroscope can now be used with throwables, and medikits can now be used while moving. Big changes coming to the arena as well. Firing now removes invincibility. Super excited for the update, back to you.
Thanks, Rolex. Super pumped for the Tommy gun myself. It'll be nice to have a scope on that bad boy. Anyways, back to you, Sid.
Thanks, dude, and that's Daily Fix. I'm Sydnee Goodman, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. Now that you're all caught up on the news, check out this week's episode of Next Gen Console Watch, where we break down why the Xbox Series S is Microsoft's secret weapon. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.